Hey guys, RWBY here for a review, and today I will be reviewing Volume 6, Episode 13 of RWBY, the finale. This volume was great, and it's on its own, and yet it did have problems. We still have more questions that are going to be left unanswered. That's, for the next volume to cover. My thoughts, okay, I'm going to do this video a little bit different. First I'm going to talk my thoughts about it. I'm also going to talk stuff I liked about it, what I didn't like about the volume, and just go through scenes and events and just talk about them, like a normal review. So, was this volume good? It was good, to a point. Was the entire volume horrible? No. For the past two volumes of RWBY, there's been mixed reactions and reviews people have had. Personally, for me, I enjoyed Volume 4 and 5, how Team RWBY was separated. RWBY with Team Jennifer, where Blake and Weiss were sorting things out in their personal life. But yeah, a lot of it gets resolved in this volume. Even Volume 5 left a lot of things undone. But, so was this a good volume? Yes. Does it have its flaws? Yes, every volume does. What did I like about the volume? We learned stuff about people we didn't want to know. I feel like this volume has made Ozpin a bad person. I'm not saying I hate Ozpin, or I'm saying that I dislike him in any way possible. It's just, I don't think the creators of RWBY meant to make Ozpin like this, or maybe they have a reason for it. Ozpin never meant to hurt anyone. He was doing what he thought was best, and that's like a main theme that's been going on around in RWBY for a long time, especially in this volume. You do what you think is best. What is good, and what is the definition of being good in your eyes? And we also learn in this volume, everything does have a weak spot, and things don't always seem as they look. And we have a lot of secrets that are being uncovered in this past volume. But I'm not going to sit here and talk about everything that was good and bad about RWBY. This is the episode 13 review. I do have a review planned that is going to come out this week about Volume 6. About how things were, and why the volume the way it was. So I'm not going to really dive into every little detail in this volume. But I am going to talk about this, which has another thing in the volume. The Volume 6 of RWBY was good. What was something bad about it? The characters are seeming to be more evil than they were in the past. And yet, we still have so many questions that were unanswered. That's my only problem really with the volume for this review. So episode 13. Well, we can see Neo and Cinder, which is always fun to see. Who doesn't love the little Neapolitan ice cream in one? Oh, okay. Let me put Cinder like this. I don't necessarily hate her, and yet I dislike her. I don't hate the character. He is a strong word to say about Cinder. Cinder has been portrayed as his evil protagonist, who would do nothing but to cure Ruby Rose, which we're going to see that side of Cinder in probably the next volume, the next few volumes. But in general, we are here, and they're going to go to Alice, and they're probably going to go hunt down Ruby and kill her, and we'll see how that unfolds. I already knew Ruby was going to use her silver eyes before we even got to that scene. It was the only logical thing you could think of, because Ruby's orb broke after she jumped into a giant cannon and started Cardovan. I've been saying her name wrong this entire volume, so please forgive me. So, anyways, the giant grim monster. I think it's a Lethian? I don't exactly know how to say it, but sorry if my pronunciation on this is terribly wrong. So, yeah. Let's continue with the video. So, Ruby using her silver eyes was, in my personal opinion, the logical thing she could have done. And it didn't work the first time, and her summoning Jin was kind of like, I really liked that idea. She doesn't know why. I think a younger version of herself would have... I have a weird theory why Ruby did it, but I'm going to say it. Was Ruby really thinking about her mom in this moment? I know this sounds weird, and we haven't really got a chance to explore how Ruby felt about when someone died. we only have evidence from Red Light Roses Part 2 and from what Yang kind of said. But that doesn't really help much. So, and we get to see Summer's face. Don't tell me that little piece of love is. There's something special, there's something really significant about when RWBY has these flashbacks. About her team, about Team Jennifer, about her dad, about her uncle, about everyone she's caring about her mom. It's her last flashback before she does the sunrise trick. It's what triggers it. I really want to see, really want to know what happened to her mom. It's not been like a relevant topic, or like it hasn't been something, a theme that's been discussed in RWBY. It's just been someone's dead. That's really it too. And she's RWBY and Yang's mom. She's dead. Let's not go for it. But someone placed some significance in their lives, and we're gonna find out what exactly that is. Maybe in the next 2 vlogs. I'm excited for Volume 7 and 8. Hopefully they will provide us with some cool information about Summer and even Team Stark. But going back to Summer, there's something also very heartwarming and very beautiful, but yet something very sad about that scene. It really is. That scene is really just what really triggers it. And RWBY misses her mom. She really wanted her there, and she wanted her to watch her grow up. But also, it's also thinking, someone aspired RWBY to be a huntress, and that's something wonderful, something we should that should be more proud, and not look at RWBY and just see Summer Rose. Which I'm going to talk about something that really was playing a huge part in this entire volume was Crow. Let me step aside for a second for Crow. Talking about, there are certain episodes when he looked at it, when all he saw wasn't his niece. It was Summer Rose, and do not deny that, okay? You can see the face, and I'm not going to go too much into detail because that's for a different video and a different time to talk about it. But yeah. So after RWBY decides to beat the giant green monster on the way to Atlas, who also loves seeing RWBY to be like the sweet, awkward little being that she is, okay? I got to see a little bit of Volume 1 RWBY again. I do miss RWBY being her awkward, funny little self, because the recent past volumes haven't given her that really chance to be it. But finally she got her chance, and they took it. It was a moment where RWBY's still a kid, she's gonna act like this, and yeah. I also want to go back before she also said, they all looked at her like, oh my god, you did that? Who knew? So, yeah, anyways. But then it puts out, Oscar's a 442 fur pan. He was able to keep a ship from crashing so bad. But Oscar was kind of a help there. He kind of guided Oscar. Let's put it that way. It went bad for Oscar popping up and nope, it seemed like everyone else was. For this past volume, like I keep saying, Oscar has gotten a bad rap. And I'm going to make a future video talking about how Oscar's not really the bad guy nor the good guy in this situation. And it's because of what he's done. Yes, he's lied and kept secrets from everyone, but in the end, think about it. What was he really thinking? What he was thinking best, what was best for Remnant? Just keep that in mind when you think about Oscar. So, anyways. Crow and Maria have this conversation at RWBY. Who's proud of Crow? Who's proud for my boy Crow for putting down that flask? I certainly am. Maria and Crow kind of talk about that, and RWBY's gone a lot stronger from when she was in Volume 1, and RWBY says, you weren't that half bad, and Crow felt like they were doing all the heavy lifting, I wasn't. But it's almost a good thing. Seeing them, they grew up, and he talks about them being grown up. In a way, Crow was coming to the conclusion that I'm gonna how can I put this? Crow himself is a very interesting character, and the reason why he does the things he does. Why does he drink? Why does he do this? And why does he do that? So, anyways, continue on. And it was nice to see that. I liked seeing Maria and Crow bond and talk a little bit because they're all older. They're from a different generation of huntsmen. And see them And like Maria says, it's strong huntsmen like you that give me hope. Which is along the lines of what she said in one of the episodes. So, and I do want to talk about the Yang in this episode. There's been so many memes still going around saying you get that Bella booty. It's a thing in the RWBY fandom. Do I hope for Yang and Blake to become canon? Yes, they better be. I am a huge Bumblebee shipper to no end. I can never stop listening to the song All That Matters, and that thing has been around this entire past 2 episodes. RWBY says, all that matters is that we're all together. RWBY. RWBY and Yang share a moment of look when RWBY hugs Blake, and it's like, oh, I see. RWBY didn't need explanation to what happened. She knew something happened. And Yang was there to help Blake, which was really rad. And Rice is also glad Yang was there for Blake. They know Blake's been through shit. A lot of bad shit. And so it was good to have that. This episode was revolved around a lot of things. And RWBY playing as a hero. So, let me go to, after you go to the post-credit scene, we see Sam getting a, war of flying green monkeys. Okay, do you see her face? She looked like she was smiling at the grave like her own children when one of her daughters had magic. Back in episode 3. I had to refer to that. You know, there was something I found online today, just looking at RWBY Volume 6 stuff, and people say, you know what, she's like the Wicked Witch of the Northwest in Mike and Dorothy, the flying monkeys. I started laughing because I love that idea, but every character in RWBY is based on some kind of fairy tale, basically. And I do want to take time to talk about the fairy tales and how they, like, intertwine with RWBY. I think that would be a cool theory, and I've seen it done and talked about, so why don't I try it? So anyways, that's not what this video is about. But, oh, excuse me, sorry. Anyways, Hazel comes in to say, if you want something done right, it's like there's an old saying, if you want something done right, you do it yourself. That saying is so true, and also, I've heard this saying so much, it's a popular saying, it's an old Palmer people go around telling, and Salem, it looks like she's ready to go after Austin. She's ready to go after Team RWBY. She's ready to go to war because she knows what RWBY can do now. She has silver eyes. Salem knew RWBY had silver eyes. The only thing that could stop her dragon room. And now we know the truth. She does want RWBY alive for some reason. We don't know what that reason is, and whatever it is, we're going to find out soon. So, yeah. That's basically the whole talk and thought of the episode. I do want to say that this volume was great. It was awesome. We dived into stuff that none of the other volumes have got the chance to do, and this was a big deal, and I really enjoyed the episode. There was a lot of, like, heartbreaking moments, but yet a lot of heartfelt moments. I was saying in the beginning in the volume that Blake and Yang were becoming more divided. They were becoming more far apart than closer. They got closer. I proved myself wrong. And they came back. Team RWBY is back in action. I'm so well. And seeing Atlas is actually very beautiful. It's really pretty. I'm excited, but I'm also kind of worried for Weiss. You could say Blake because she's a pharmacist going to Atlas, and they have this bad perspective on pharmacists. Pharmacist, is that a thing? Can I just say the pharmacist? I'm just gonna go with that because that did not sound right. Anyways, so during this entire, so it's Atlas is beautiful. It's one of, you know, and they're welcomed home. So, with everything being said, that's pretty much what went down this episode and talking about it. Now I'm go into many predictions why I want to see Volume 7. Summer Rose, or at least something about Team Stark. Alice, what's going to happen? I kind of want to see John Iward. I'm actually fascinated by him. I always liked his character. I think he's pretty cool. Can Iward and Crow get into like this giant fight? Can we see Winter? Can we see Weiss's mother for once in the series? Yes, back in Volume 5, Weiss talked about how her mother got mad at Jacques for missing her birthday, and how she hated being married to him. Like, this whole family quarrel in the family, like, the family dynamics, how, like, fucked up Weiss's childhood was. I will say every single member of RWBY and everyone in Team Juniper and RWBY have something really messed up about their past. I'm going to accept Jean because we know nothing of Jean. All we know, the only messed up thing is I have 7 sisters. And Pearson had a pretty normal life, but her life became abrupt. Nora and Ryan had this just were orphans. But Team RWBY, they all have something really bad that's happened to them in their lives. Whether it's a parent losing a parent, whether it's someone you thought who they were was an actually bad person who hurt you on more than ways than you can, or your family just treating like a piece of shit, or just being rich and like it's not so great as you think it is. Yeah, I'm excited. I want to see Jacques and how his reaction would be. I want to see John. I do think Iwan's going to try to protect them. I do think that. And I think Weiss's mom will. Is her name Willow? I think it is. So, I hope we get to see her. I really want to see her. I want to see Winter. Like, I really want to see how things are going to go down in Atlas. I'm excited. Why am I worried to Blake? Like I said, she's a faunus. And they're not really accepted in Atlas, and during the war, and then they were used as slaves, so she does have some scandals with the faunus. And I feel like Cordova said that, directing to Blake too interesting character, which mean to a faunus. And so, yeah, and then RWBY and Yang get to see Atlas, because I don't think they've never been to Atlas, so it's like a first time experience. Maybe I want to see RWBY like have like, because you know Volume 1 has been known to have this obsession with weapons. I want to see that come out in Atlas, and I want to see more of Team RWBY and Team Juniper together, Team like Crow and all that. I do want to know more about Summer, but I do want to know more about Sunrise. We know more than we do, and yeah. So, yeah, for 13 episodes in this volume, Volume 6 is great. I'm excited for Volume 6. I'm excited to see it again, and I hope you guys are too. And anyways, I'm going to wrap up this review. It's been long enough. I talked to the volume, talked about what I thought about the volume. I talked about what I thought the episode was great. I personally loved it. So, yeah, anyways, guys, if you made this fun video, please make sure to give that there. Hit the thumbs up button to like the video, and if you also made it this far, please hit the subscribe button to become part of this community I'm trying to create. And I make really good content, so look forward to that if you do hit the subscribe. Anyways, and also don't forget to put a comment what you thought about stuff, or something that I forgot to talk about, you want to talk about, we can talk about in the comments. And anyways, guys, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!